Go on, keep it going.
Hello. My name's Graham. Hello. I have a form of cerebral palsy, which does surprise people because they just assume that I'm pissed. Which I am, to be fair, all of the time. But it's not the point, really, is it? I get a lot of weird reactions like pity. I don't understand it. I don't understand why people pity me for being disabled, because you should see the size of my benefits check. It's ridiculous, to be honest with you. It should be illegal, it's not. I'm effectively to disability what Google is to taxes, ladies and gentlemen. In the sense that if I could exploit it, I'm going to, right? For example, I played a lot of rugby at school because no one was allowed to tackle me. It was amazing, right? I'd get to the ball, run to the try line. 30, 40 minutes later, they'd kick the conversion and there'd be no time left and we'd win the game. It's amazing, right? But I went to a normal school, right? So in effect, all my friends were idiots. And I used to feel really down about it. I used to be really self-conscious about my leg and stuff. And I used to talk to my mum about it a lot. She's a very sort of blunt woman, my mum. She says this to me. She goes, do you know what? You've been dealt a bad hand in life, fair enough. But you should just make the most of it. She said this, spaz it up a bit. The fuck is that? It's mental, isn't it? But no, I like to test a lot of jokes on my mum. I have this joke, granted, it's not a good joke, it doesn't matter, it's irrelevant, right? The joke is this. So there I was, climbing this tree the other day, and my iPhone fell out of my pocket, and I was really worried I was going to lose it. Luckily, the apple never falls far from the tree. Hey, right? Proper joke, right? Doesn't matter, it's shit, I told you it's irrelevant, right? All my mum took from this joke was, hang on a minute, in what world can you climb a tree? Yeah. I like my life though, it's all right. There's a few benefits, like I can park where the fuck I want, that's pretty cool. Like, you know. And the pity sex as well, that's not bad. Good evening, by the way, hello. What's your name? Erin, lovely to meet you, Erin. How are you? Do you experiment in the bedroom at all, Erin? I've got some crutches in my car if you want to get a bit weird later. She said yes as well, fucking hell. Jesus, good. Have you ever had sex in a disabled toilet? No? I'd quite like to bend you over the handrail right now, I'm not gonna lie. By the time I'm finished with you, we would be what I like to refer to as leg twins. That's good. I used to feel really nervous about chatting up girls, right? Not that was a good example of how to chat up a woman. That's just for fun, right? But I used to go out with the boys a lot and used to feel really nervous about chatting up girls, and I realised that honesty is, in fact, the best policy, right? So I'd walk up to a girl, and she'd say, what's up with your leg? And I'd be like, oh, I've got cerebral palsy. And she'd be like, oh, bless you, life must be really hard. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Oh. She's like, but you're quite brave, aren't you? You're quite brave. I'm like, yeah, I am. Job done, right? It's as simple as that. However, because they now know that I'm a spastic and I'm not fucked out my face, they assume that my sexual performance in terms of the scale is quite low, somewhere down here, right? When I'm actually quite good. Some might say perfectly adequate, right? Which tends to mean a lot of the women I sleep with are pleasantly surprised. Not satisfied, of course, but pleasantly surprised, which is all right, I'll take that, you know? It's okay. However, I was having the sex with a girl, and that sort of stuff. Get a sneak peek now, Erin, you see? That sort of stuff. Bit of the old, how's your daddy? No, fuck that up. Who's your daddy was what I was meant to say there, wasn't it? Shit. That'd be a bit fucking weird, wouldn't it? Have some of that, you cow. How's your dad, by the way? I've not seen him in a while. Maybe I should buy him a drink or something. Anyway, I was having sex with this girl, right? I don't know if you know a lot about cerebral palsy, but one of the symptoms is involuntary muscle spasms. I don't usually get this. What I get is I can't handle physical contact. If someone was to tap me on the shoulder, my arm would flinch like that, right? It's mad. But I had a spasm during the sex, and around sort of my penis, right? It effectively turned me into a human vibrator. Which took my sexual performance from perfectly adequate.
Hey! Our fifth survivor. Excellent. What I find really funny in that and quite depressing, I know there's a lot of pissed up lads in here now who are probably going to try and use his chat up routines